Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, we're continuing with the Ravens grades. Look, last episode y'all saw what I gave the receivers. F minus. And that was for the receivers. But right now I'm going to grade the coaching staff. And I'm gonna say this for the coaching staff. I might be grading them a little higher than what other people are grading them. And it's simply for a very honest reason. I don't care if it was Vince Lombardi out there, John Madden out there. If guys are not doing their jobs, you're going to lose the game. And that's being real. That's being real. Like, you can look, I get it. I've said it too. Harbaugh seems to not get his team up ready to play these games. When they're clearly better than the other team, Harbaugh historically, under his leadership, his tutelage, has not got this team up and ready to play. And that's regardless of the offensive coordinator or players. The one thing that remains the same is John Harbaugh. So for an overall grade, I gave them a D+. Now look, I'm going to break down why. And we're going to go to the main culprit, because we all know who's going to be first. John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. Oh! Oof. Whew, my hand. Whew. Had to slap him real quick, man, because sometimes he just makes me mad. But I'm going to be real with you on this one. Individual grade, I would give John Harbaugh, and I'm being real with you, a D. Just a D. And the reason is because if they catch those balls, we're not in a predicament where we're even questioning this man for this game. Now, where he has had big problems is miscommunication. Both losses. Miscommunication on his part. The Zay Flowers with the fair catch. Now, this one with Tyler Linderbaum, because it looks like what they were trying to do was get him to jump off sides. And they said, well, if they jump off sides, the plan is, hey, hike it. We get a free play, and you know what I'm saying? Either way, we're trying to get points moving forward. You know what I mean? That was pretty much what was being said, or that was being conveyed, okay? And the miscommunication seems to be a problem when dealing with him. Look, Harbaugh wants to play old school football, which, look, I get it. There's no real big problem with old school football. The problem where it becomes an absolute problem is that his old school football is so ingrained into ball control that he's willing to shoot the team in the foot to eat up clock. You seen it when it was with Greg Roman, waiting down to the last second to get a play in so that, you know what I mean, they can run down the clock. He wants to run down the clock. He does not want a lot of scores and stuff like that. He wants to keep it very controlled, low-scoring games. And the problem with low-scoring games is sometimes it doesn't fall your way. That's the problem with Harbaugh. And he loves choir boys. Because to me, as much as I blame EDC for a lot of things, it's showing just how much input and power John Harbaugh has. So not everything can be placed at the feet of EDC. Because if John Harbaugh does not okay it, it's not happening. So I gave him a D. Not a D+, not a D-, but a straight D. Right? And that's probably why it's going to be a D+ is what's coming up next. So Todd Monken, I gave him a C-. Look, has anybody noticed that Gus, every time he's on the field, makes play after play after play? And every time he makes a big play, they take his butt and put him right back on the bench? Please tell me you guys see that. You have to start asking yourself, what's the reason? I've heard some people convey and say, hey, it's because they want to keep his price down. If he starts scoring a lot of touchdowns, start yards, they got to pay him. So they're trying to artificially, hold down his scoring output so that they could keep him in a very, very small contract. If that is true, I swear, y'all deserve the slap of your life. Because Todd Monken, that was a horrible call. Horrible call. That fade route to OBJ. The man has one leg. He's having trouble running. You can see it. When he came back in after that first hit, he had trouble running. You call a fade route with him, a 5'10", 5'11" guy against a 6'2" guy, and the 5'10" guy's legs are not fully healthy, and he was injured earlier in the game. And where you would probably be able to use Lamar running it in, or even another running back, you clear off the field with all running backs, and you refuse to use Lamar down to the goal line, which you've already seen. He is extremely effective and efficient there for us. So he gets a C-. The reason why he gets a C- is simply because in the first half, I thought he was humming. The calls that he was making was absolutely beautifique. And you know what I thought would happen? He panicked. When he saw the guys dropping the ball and stuff like that and getting the offense out of sync, out of rhythm, he started to panic. And he started to call the game very panicky. And that's what I kind of felt what happened with him. That's why he got the C-. You know what I mean? Look, Todd Monken has showed flashes of, this could be a great offense. And he's been pretty much a coach of the tale of two halves. Because one half, second half, first half is always going to be good. And then the next half, whatever other half it is, it's going to be bad. And it's like, what are you doing? But that goes back to the Harbaugh thing. Is it Harbaugh? When we finally get humming, is it Harbaugh telling him, look, calm that down? And even if it is, why is Gus not on the field? Man running over everybody, making play after play after play. And he's our best pass blocking running back. And you take him out? Defensive coordinator Mike McDonald, I'm going to be real with you, bro. You deserve a slap, too. Let me tell you why he gets a C- also. Roquan played his butt off. Patrick Queen played his butt off. Why would you, after calling an amazing defensive performance, even if it is versus the Steelers, you call an all-out blitz? And the guy that's been humming, Pickens, you see what's happening, you put him one-on-one. Nobody on the team's been able to slow him down or stop him. You put him, 6'4", George Pickens, on Marlon Humphrey, the guy that's coming off injury, that is still not 100%, but is trying to work his way into the game to at least be there, trying to tough it out. You put him on an island with George Pickens, and you do it with your chest held out like, this is the play. You see that, and you call that wholeheartedly. You have to start to question some of these calls. That's why I heard people saying that this is rigged. Because nobody would call that. The guy that's cooking you versus the guy that's been struggling and coming off injury, you line that up and you say, that's who's going to go. You don't even call timeout. Timeout. No. We need a safety back there over the top of that guy. No, you leave it. You leave it. And this goes back to even to last year, because remember, even when Roquan came, we were the worst fourth quarter defense in the entire NFL. Defense overall played great. I'm giving that man a C- because if they hold, we win. That was a horrible call right there. Because he wasn't making the throws anyways. You double down Pickens and say, beat me with somebody else. Nobody else was catching the ball. And you said, we're going to one-up Pickens, we'll isolate him on one side, no safety help, no nothing, and say, go make a play to the guy. The guy make a play and runs it into the... And remember, that happened to Marlon already. Remember? What is this thing with putting Marlon on islands at game time decisions with no safety help? He's been beat before, even when he's been healthy. So, like I said, overall, D+. Because as bad as what I just said is, if those players catch the ball, we win. Simple as that, we win. And all of them get grades of B pluses and stuff like that. But everything I said is very valid. Why is Gus not in the game? Why do they refuse to want to feed Gus? Y'all tell me, because I needs to know. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that's a fair grade? Do you think I'm being fair to you guys? Do you agree with the scores or grades thus far between the receivers and coaches? Let me know down in the comment section, please, all right? Please, because I really want to know. And that's an episode of The Wonder King Show! Thank you for watching. You know, we get down, we have fun, and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truths. Please remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know, love the comments. If you have not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content goodness waiting for your consumption. So give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you want to donate to the channel and help with equipment and stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR codes to a Cash App. Cash App is located in the description of every video that we do, and the name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. The show is Necro signing off, and as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.